If you need to put area objects into your Revit project, and you may need to do that in order to calculate more accurate square footage or to do a variety of other tasks, you first need to create what's called an area plan for those area objects to reside in. To do that, underneath the Architecture tab, there's a command called Area. And if you select on Area, click on Area Plan, then you can pick which floor that you want to create an area plan for. In this case, I'll do it for the 01 entry level. Now there's another thing to realize, and that is you can either do it for the gross building, which will be the total building, or the rentable space on the inside of the building. The real difference between these two is that rentable, it'll draw a line around the inside walls that make up this building. If it's gross building, it'll draw that same line around the outside walls that make up the building. So depending on what it is you're trying to accomplish as far as square footage, that's going to be the one you want to select here off of the list. In this case, I'm going to do rentable. So we'll just highlight on rentable, and it'll offer to draw in some lines around the interior walls that make up our building. Select on OK. It's going to ask, do you want to automatically create those area boundary lines associated with all the external walls? In this case, say yes to that. Right now, and it's given us sort of an odd looking view, and you think that it's changed the properties of the view to look like this. That's not really the case. What Revit has done, and if we look under the project browser, we'll be able to find that, is toward the bottom of the regular views here in the project browser, we can see that there's an option right above Legends called Area Plans. And right now it's categorized as being rentable because that's what we checkmarked. If we open that up, it's actually created a new view named 01 Entry Level. What I wanted to show is if you click inside the viewing area and then zoom in by just using the wheel and the mouse, you'll be able to see these purple lines going around as much as possible anyway, the inside face of all of our regular walls, as well as to the inside of the glass of our curtain walls. And it's doing this so that it can aid you in calculating the total area that makes up this Revit floor plan. For whatever reason, this also does something that no other Revit command really does. And that is that it puts gaps between each of these lines. You can still place an area object inside of any of these rooms. And even though these lines are either crossing each other or there's big gaps, those rooms know where the outside edges should be. And it won't automatically go in between these lines. It's just going to fill in these spaces accordingly so that you can generate the total area or total square footage that you need of these individual floor plans. In order to generate these area plans, it's underneath the Architecture tab, selecting on Area, and then picking which type of plan do you want to do. Do you want to do it for the gross building or the rentable area? And then you need to select which level you're going to be creating the area plan for. And then it'll generate an area plan view so that you can put both area objects and anything associated with them inside of these area plan views.